What's up, team? Today we're doing motion matching. Let's hop right into it. All right, take like 304. I'm gonna be learning. No, I'm just gonna be showing you guys my journey of learning motion matching and the highs and lows of all of it as a junior developer and how I learned it. Any resources I used, I'm gonna compile in a Google Doc for you guys down below, just so you guys can, have all the resources in one place, and hopefully it makes it a bit easier for you guys. But yeah, a quick disclaimer, this won't be a tutorial or a how-to. Since I'm a junior developer, I just want to be showing my process and hopefully speeding up your guys' process along the way. But yeah, I'm just going to show you guys the research phase, and then I'm going to show you the implementation phase and the highs and lows of all of it and what worked best for me. So yeah, now to just kind of hop into the research of everything. Okay, so research day one, super basic. I really just found the general documentation, the official documentation of motion matching from Unreal. And I just like to inform myself as much as possible before I hop into a topic. So I just went through the official documentation, took down as much notes as I could possible, and that was really just the first day, was just taking down as many notes as possible and just informing myself. I write all of my notes on paper, so let me know if you guys would want to see those. I could definitely just upload those through photo or whatever. I mean, they're definitely just for myself, and but I would be more than willing to share them. I just figured you guys probably don't want those. But yeah, day one, just read up on this article that will be down below in the document. Yeah, so let's just hop into day two. Okay, so day two of research was probably the most important day of research because I found this article, Your First 60 Minutes with Motion Matching. If you're looking to just get motion matching into your project, definitely go just follow this article. You'll see during my implementation video that I've just jumped back and forth from this article to my project because it perfectly walks you through it. It just talks about how everything is working and how to implement everything, and it was super helpful. So this was definitely the most important day. But definitely you gotta watch out. Sometimes you get a little sleepy during research. Okay, man. Okay. Hey, it happens. Okay. I definitely got on Rivals after that, but the Rivals gets me firing on all cylinders. So that was for sure the end of research for that day. But yeah, now we'll just hop into implementation and kind of just break down how I exactly got it into my project. Search. Cool. Chooser. Warp. Gotta make it. That's why you make a schema first. Boom. Already learning things. Pose search schema. This is a great question right off the rip. So we'll migrate this guy over. Skeleton mesh asset. Boom. His bones don't match up fully. That's probably because of. Probably because it was an animation blueprint. So what's the animation blueprint we use in here? Animation. Oh, well, we want to create our own animation blueprint, right? So this actually, that's fine. We can do that. We can actually create our own character too, to be honest, in here. The skeletal mesh will be our UEFN guy, animation blueprint. The skeleton will be this guy. Bam bam, bam bam, Okay, so those first few clips right there are just me kind of figuring out how the base motion matching system works. And as you can see, it's really just me bouncing back and forth from the sample project to my project and just getting all of the components and assets lined up. So really quick, if you didn't see what I did there, you just need to get a skeleton, right? A skeleton that matches your animations. So once you have your skeleton, then you'll build your schema, and your schema is what chooses what animations, and then you need to create a database, and your database is what holds all of your animations. And then finally, you will create a chooser table, and the chooser table, if you have multiple databases, the chooser table will select which database to use based on certain parameters. But yeah, you know, going into the project, I didn't know that little, you know, tidbit of information right there. So you definitely just have to fumble around a little bit until you just figure out how things are working. Motion matching. Motion matching. Motion matching. Motion matching. Dude, guys. Wow. Okay, so that was where our motion matching was at the end of the first day. I do just want to show you guys the final product really quick of what I came up with and what I wanted for my project. So biggest difference, as you could tell, I switched my camera to first person. And so, you know, here's my animations. I have my walk, the little in-between stages of the walk, and then the sprint, of course. And I'm holding shift to get this sprint animation, and then a crouch and all of the in-betweens for the crouch. And then of course I have some vaulting. And so in my game, it's a bit like Assassin's Creed style. I don't want the player to be able to jump. So I'm hitting space here, you can't jump, but we do just have vaulting. The game is not gonna be an Assassin's Creed like, but it's just like that movement system. And so you can tell we just have all of the traversal systems, but we are just using them in first person, and then of course just not having a jump in place. So now we'll just hop into the character details. So here you'll see this is where our character is. So if you do want to just use as few animations as possible, you'll want to add this motion warping component, and what this will do will give you those blended animations for, like, if you're going front left or if you're going front right, it'll blend your front and your right, and it'll blend those together and give you that front right or front left, or, you know, any of those kind of in-between animations. It'll give you those. I wanted to use this because I was trying to keep my animation databases as low as possible. If you don't want to use motion warping, then you can just add those animations into your databases and it'll fill that void for you. But really quick, I just want to talk about the character movement component and the speed. If you want my exact setup, you'll just want to run these speed settings, because for your minimum analog walk speed, if you set this to 600, then your character will pick up pace and will always be at a sprinting animation and only walking animation for a few seconds. So if you set this to 300, then you will always be walking, and then in your event graph, you can just toggle a sprint where you're toggling the speed to 600, which will trigger that sprint animation. So yeah, so that's the character movement speed kind of talked about, and motion warping. So yeah, that's essentially it for just like the base setup. So I'm gonna wrap up the video there. This was just supposed to be kind of just an overview of like what I went through and what helped me kind of finally get it imported into, get motion matching into my project. Let me know what you guys think. Should I go more in depth? Should I be more vague? Should I, you know, try to build out more of a project throughout the video? You know, like, as I'm learning Unreal, I'm learning like this whole YouTube thing as well. So any feedback is super appreciated. But if you've gotten this far, thank you guys for watching. Seriously, it means a lot. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.